Hey downtown van. Hey downtown van.
Hey downtown van.
Hey downtown van.
Hey downtown van.
Hey downtown van.
You're listening to Hey Downtown Van, hosted by the Downtown Vancouver BIA.
Hey Downtown Van, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Sofia Laratta, and today's guest is Dylan Bruser, the third generation owner of Kobe Japanese Steakhouse, a Vancouver institution since 1968. Raised in the family business, Dylan now leads Kobe with a focus on tradition, innovation, and community. Under his direction, the restaurant continues to offer its iconic teppanyaki experience while introducing modern touches like an izakaya menu and seasonal cocktails. We really hope you enjoyed today's episode, and let's get into it. Dylan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. You're not too far. Kobe Steakhouse is pretty close to the office. Did you come from there or did you come from home?
I came from home, but that's also very close.
Oh,
so
good.
It's easy. Yeah,
That's great. So for those of them watching that maybe don't know what Kobe Steakhouse is or if they've never been, It's been a fixture in Vancouver for decades. Can you take us back to the beginning and what is the origin of the restaurant?
Yeah, so the origin of the restaurant, it was started by my grandfather, Michael Bruser. So in mid-1960s, he traveled over to Japan and he was living in Vancouver. And he saw, the style of teppanyaki cooking. He really fell in love with it and thought that it would be a really great concept in North America. So he just transplanted the idea over here, brought some chefs over from Japan, and the rest is history.
That's so cool. Have you ever been to Japan?
I've never been, but I really want to go. It's like my number one place I want to go.
You definitely should, especially owning the restaurant now, which is really exciting. So as a family-run business, what are some of the values or traditions that have been passed down through generations?
I think it's right in the description there, family business. I think, maintaining the family vibe is the most important thing for me. You want to treat the clientele like family. You want to treat your staff like family. And I think if you can really accomplish that in a genuine way, then it will do wonders for the business. I love everybody that works with Kobe. I've grown up with them. Some of them have been there longer or as long as I've been alive, So we have a really cool and I think unique kind of vibe at the restaurant because of that.
For sure. When we came to dine at your restaurant, our chef said that he was working with Kobe for it was a long time. I don't remember his name and I feel so bad, but he was he went to New York and he worked in Benihana.
Yeah.
And then came back to Kobe, which is really cool. So It seems like everyone feels like family and wants to come back, which is awesome. You grew up in the restaurant. Around the restaurant, working in the restaurant. Did you always know that one day you'd be at the helm?
Not really. I think when I was growing up, I had a little bit of like a lone wolf kind of vibe and I wanted to do my own thing. It was the last thing on my mind to be involved in the family business. I really wanted to kind of make my own path. So I tried a bunch of different jobs. I worked at Future Shop when that was way before it was Best Buy,
Yeah.
And then I tried working in other restaurants. I moved to Toronto for a little bit, but it didn't really work out. And my father offered to me, why don't you try just bartending at Kobe? And then that was about 10 years ago now. So I did bartender, bar manager, general manager, and now I've taken over the restaurant in the recent years. And yeah, it was never really in the cards, but it's kind of worked out.
Yeah, but you worked your way up too. It wasn't just you just started owning the restaurant, which is really cool. Do you feel like your experience working within the team helps you now manage the restaurant?
Yeah, 100%. I can really see everything from the perspective of different positions in the restaurant. And I can, see it from the perspective of my staff because I was there not long ago. And it's helped me learn the business from back to front. So I feel like I know Kobe better than I know myself almost. I know everything about the restaurant, every little issue that could ever arise. I know how to fix it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, and that's so valuable to have as an owner.
Yeah.
When you officially took over the business, what was your vision for it? Did you want to change it or were you happy to keep it how it's going?
I think my vision for the business, I wanted to take it slow. I don't want to implement too many changes right away because it's been working so well to this day. I think people really like Kobe because it has stayed true to, you know, its core, and it's like the same as it always has been. So I don't have a vision to like change the restaurant too much, but I definitely want to expand on the business and open more restaurants. And I want to stay on the cutting edge. I think it's important, you know, even though you maintain the traditional values of the restaurant, you still have a back end that's on the cutting edge of, you know, all the systems and everything that you can implement these days. Yeah,
for sure. And I feel like businesses have to evolve with the times at some point too.
Yeah.
Has the restaurant been on Alberni Street since 1968?
Since 1968, yeah. It was like the first restaurant on Alberni Street. Really? It was an office building, actually, before it was Kobe. And on either side, there was just parking lots. I think across the street, there's like a Ritz hotel, which is really cool. My dad used to live in there while he was managing the restaurant.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like friends with the owner, so he got a good deal.
Cool.
Probably like $100 a month back then.
Literally.
And on the sides of the building, there was like a big mural of a chef. Like, it was super cool. Yeah, I never saw it, obviously, but
yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I wish we still had that on Alberni Street. I feel like it needs some character.
Yeah, I agree.
How do you balance honoring Kobe's legacy while also evolving with the times and modern dining trends?
Yeah, it definitely is like a balancing act. You know, you don't want to change things too much where people come and they're like, oh, what happened to Kobe? Like, I used to come here and now it's changed. Now I don't like it. Because, you know, we really have, like, at the same time that we are 3 generations of ownership at Kobe, we also have like generations of families coming in that they like Kobe a certain way. And, you know, you're able to show your grandkids like, hey, this is pretty much exactly how it was when I was a kid. So, you know, we want to keep that tradition alive and keep the kind of old school vibe there. But like I said, still evolve on the business side. And you know, there's little things that you can do, like changing like your bar menu or your like izakaya lounge, our food menu in the bar, and updating the look of the restaurant a little bit in a tasteful way, like things like that keep people still excited, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And are you guys you have Instagram. Do you try and stay up with the times online as well to get younger audiences in the restaurant?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we recently started working with a PR firm. I think that's why I'm here right now, through them.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, they've been really amazing. That's Armstrong Land. And yeah, they've helped the business a lot. And we weren't doing like any advertising really before. We didn't have Instagram or anything like that. We were not doing reels. And since we've brought them on, they've been posting a lot of great reels and pictures and everything.
Nice.
And we have a lot of engagement from
That's
like,
great.
interviews, podcasts, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's made a big difference.
Yeah, that's great. The generations of people that come into your restaurant, do you recognize anyone from when you were a kid and your dad and your grandpa were running?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a few families that come like probably monthly, you know, and you know, their grandparents knew my grandparents and their dad knows my dad, and now like I'm really good friends with them, you know. So they come in every month or sometimes even every week, and we, you know, chat and have a drink. And, yeah, it's super cool. Like
That's very wholesome. I really like that.
Yeah.
Kobe has such a distinct identity, from the teppanyaki experience to the ambiance. What do you think brings people back every year?
I think it's a really good place to celebrate, you know? So when you have a birthday or any anniversary, anything you want to celebrate, graduation, you know, it's a really good place where you can be yourself, you can be loud, you don't have to be like too contained to your table, you can party with the other people at your table, maybe they're celebrating something as well. And then I think it goes back to the family thing, you know, like we have people that connect with the chef, you know, like you have a favorite chef, like my favorite chef is Michael, for example. And, you know, I miss Michael. I want to go see him because you connect and you learn about him, they learn about you, and you become friends. And it's like a different thing at a restaurant. It's not a typical thing where you're really able to connect with the staff like that.
Yeah,
you know, maybe you have a server in passing that talks to you, but to be like face to face for an hour and a half, you can really like create a friendship there.
Yeah, definitely. And the vibe is so fun because sometimes you can also be sharing the table with different people and different families too. So I'm sure people have lots of stories of meeting new friends at the restaurant as well.
Oh, yeah.
Did you go to school for hospitality or anything at all? Or was it just like bartend now?
Yeah. It's kind of just learning on the job, which I think, I don't know, for me, I was never super into school.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of like, I don't know, not like anti-school, but I mean, I just never really like felt like I was getting much out of it. Maybe I didn't apply myself enough. I don't know.
No.
But I think for me, like learning hands-on the job is really beneficial. And since I was able to start bartending and kind of work my way up through the restaurant, I kind of learned everything I needed to know, and even now, like I do the accounting for the business.
Wow.
Like, I'm a QuickBooks expert, so not like the full accounting, but the bookkeeping. So I kind of know how to do everything, better than if I went to school, I think.
100%. I feel like hands-on experience is more valuable nowadays than getting a degree and going to school. Mm-hmm. Are there any memorable guest stories or moments that really capture what you feel Kobe means to the community?
I don't know about like a specific guest experience, but I think it's just being able to see the families that are parallel to my family, and they're still coming in all the time. And we have regulars that are so in love with Kobe, like that have like 150 visits to the restaurant, 200 visits to the restaurant. So I get to have these relationships with people that are very, like, we're very, very close. And I think it's not typical of a restaurant to have, like a restaurant manager, a restaurant owner to have these relationships with the people that come in.
For sure.
But, we're really lucky, even with the volume that we do, to still maintain these relationships. So I think just being able to be in the ecosystem of that Kobe family, I think that's the best part about the guest experiences that I've had.
Definitely. And have you ever had like a cool celeb or someone that you idolize come into the restaurant?
I don't know of anybody that I personally idolize, but we've had a lot of celebrities. We've had like Justin Bieber, Robert Pattinson. Justin Bieber came with Selena Gomez together back in the day. Yeah.
That's history.
That's history.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we've had a lot of celebrities throughout the years. Like, they still come in to this day. I think a little bit less nowadays. I think people are like more low key with, the cameras. Like everybody has a camera in their pocket, so it's kind of hard to go to like a super busy restaurant.
Totally.
But we've pretty much any celebrity that you can think of, we probably had at Kobe, like George Clooney, like movie stars, everybody.
That's so fun. Yeah. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez being in your restaurant though, like that's crazy.
Yeah, they had a little date there.
Stop. That's so funny. Running a restaurant, especially one as iconic as Kobe, has its challenges, I'm sure. What's something people wouldn't expect about day-to-day reality of running a small business?
I think restaurants specifically, it's like a 24/7 gig. If you're owning a restaurant, it's so dynamic. Like a different thing can happen anytime. You have like 60 staff members. You have 300, 400 people coming in a night as guests, and so many different things can happen where, like I'm always on call. If you call me, like I'll come straight to the restaurant, I'll drive straight there. If there's any issue, like I'm there to solve it or help at least. But yeah, it's definitely difficult. Like, it's a big time investment. You have to really stay on the ball. I think there's a lot of ways that if you're not really paying attention to the business, then a lot of things can go wrong, or people can not uphold the values that you're trying to set in the restaurant. So you really have to be watching a lot. You really have to be in tune with what's happening, talking to your staff members, talking to guests, because they have a lot of valuable information that they can share with you as well. So knowing how to parse through that information is important as well. It's a tough job, but it's very rewarding.
That's great.
Yeah.
I feel like the hospitality industry has gone through a lot of changes since COVID, and we are hearing that a lot of the restaurants and nightclubs are having problems getting people in the door.
Yeah.
What's something that you would say to consumers or Vancouverites what they can do to help these small businesses?
I think just get out there. Get out there and go to the places that you like, explore new places, try to connect with the staff. That's important to, be a part of your community. I think that's the really what it comes down to. But it's definitely true. People are drinking less these days. Yeah. So I think as a business, you have to be creative of how you can get people in the door, create those Instagrammable moments and cool. Like it could be something as simple as like a cool wallpaper that people want to take pictures in front of, just like creative ideas like that are a little bit different than just like, here's tequila shots or something like that,
So true.
Yeah.
And you were born and raised in Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
So you obviously have probably some of your own favorite local spots as well.
For sure, yeah.
Do you have any like go-to places on Alberni Street or in downtown?
On Alberni Street, I would say, on either side of us, we have Coast and Black and Blue. Really good friends with everybody over there. So definitely give a shout out to them. But in terms of like around the city, I really like Mackenzie Room. That's like my go-to date night spot. Bar Corso on Commercial is a really great spot. I'm friends with the owner and chef over there.
Nice.
But I think like Vancouver has a lot of hidden gems, I would say. So like I said, get out there and explore and go to new places. Don't always go to the same places. And,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Where is Mackenzie Room? I feel like I've heard of it a million times.
Mackenzie Room is on the outskirts of like the east side of Vancouver, kind of. I don't know the exact street, but maybe Alexander Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so kind of like
on the edge of
Railtown?
Gastown.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, Railtown, yeah.
I'll have to check it
It's
out.
really, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love that. Has there been a defining moment for the restaurant under your leadership for you?
I don't know about like a specific defining moment, but I think just being able to maintain the restaurant how it is and improve upon it every day, I think that's really important to me. And, the numbers are showing that since I've taken over, everything that I've been doing is really positive for the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to say, like, I haven't done any like grand changes that's like, oh yeah, this is where I got to put my mark on the restaurant. But I think just staying in touch with everything that's happening and being really in tune with everything,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the most important thing for me. But there's no like huge thing that I've done.
There will be, I'm
maybe,
sure.
Yeah. Opening a new restaurant, I think that would be like the main thing. Like if I can expand upon the business, and that'll be my moment.
Do you have a vision for this new restaurant? Do you want it to be another Kobe, or do you have like a different concept in your head?
Yeah, no, I definitely want to expand the Kobe brand. So it'll definitely be a Kobe. Probably modernize it a little bit, like tastefully, but still stay really true to our roots. And it'll be very important for me when I train the staff of that restaurant to maintain like the family values, the family vibe, because I think that's what really makes us successful is that, when you come into Kobe, it's not just like, I'm going to go eat, I'm going to go dine and hang out with my like other guests. It's a whole experience that you can be a part of and meet new people and meet our staff. And you really feel like a part of something.
Yeah, for sure. Does your dad still give you advice on running the business?
Yeah, I think being in a family business, I guess it can go like one of two ways. You can either be like super close with your family or in my case, my dad, or maybe it can be like a little bit tumultuous. But for me, it made me so close with my dad. So we talk like we probably FaceTime 10 times a day, like unironically. Like he'll call me about anything, whether it's business or life or anything. But yeah, we talk about the business every day, like at least 20, 30 minutes. He's at the restaurant every single morning. Like,
is he?
Yeah, he like kicks the walls, make sure everything's all good, make sure everything's all tidy.
Aww.
Like he calls himself the janitor now.
Oh, stop. That's so cute.
Yeah, so I ask him for advice with everything. Any little issue that I'm having, like he's the first person that I call.
What's the best advice he gave you when he handed the business down to you?
That's a good question. The best advice he's given me, I think keep a watchful eye for sure. Make sure that you're really watching everything and maintain the family vibe. Treat everybody like family. I think that's important for him. That's really what he instilled in me. And I know we've been saying that over and over in this podcast, but it really is like the main thing.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Did you feel an immense pressure to be successful when you took over? Or were you just like, I got this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really like the type to stress about anything. Like I'm a pretty chill guy. So for me, I just was like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna try to do it as best as I can. And any issue that arises, I just, fix it, figure it out. Like I'm not gonna freak out about anything. So I didn't really feel too much pressure. I just believe in myself, and so far it's been really good. I haven't made any changes that are negative. So yeah,
that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to somebody who is hoping to take over a family business or carry forward a legacy or brand?
I think definitely take your time. It's really easy when you jump into a new business or take over business, be like, oh, I can change this, I can change that, I can change it. But you really want to like see why things are the way they are. And if you're going to make any changes, be really slow and calculated about it. And I think, just believe in yourself, like if you can just face all the challenges head on, then there's nothing that you're not going to be able to accomplish, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So what's next for Kobe? I know you said you want to expand. Are you hoping to expand in Vancouver or other cities? Are there any new like menu innovations?
Yeah, I think right now my main focus is expansion. So I definitely want to expand nearby to Vancouver. I'm not going to say exactly where right now. It's still in the works, but yeah, definitely nearby to Vancouver. And then I want to like slowly move east, I think.
Oh, okay. Like open something up in Toronto or Montreal.
Yeah, that'd be like my end game goal.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, that'd be super cool.
That'd be really, really cool. Just little fun rapid fire questions. What is your favorite dish on the Kobe menu?
I'll go with the teriyaki chicken. It's so fire, so good. The teriyaki sauce that we make in house is like a little bit sweet. It's just so good. Like I've been eating that since I was like 4 years old.
And you haven't gotten tired of it?
Haven't gotten tired of it. It's so good. Especially with the rice and the sauce gets all in the rice. So good.
I love it. I love that. What's the best seat in the house?
I think all the seats are the best. I think if you go to Kobe and you do like, of course the chef will interact with you no matter what. But if you really put yourself out there and try to socialize with the chef and socialize with people around you, that's how you can get the most out of the experience. And like you alluded to a little bit, you can make friends. Like we have people all the time that are like, okay, yeah, we really enjoy talking to you guys. Like, want to go to the Roxy after this? And
that's cute.
They like go out, have some drinks, meet new people. Like, and it all started at Kobe.
I wonder if any love stories have happened at your restaurant.
I mean, in my staff, we have a few people that have gotten married.
Love that.
Yeah. I think we have our first Kobe baby on the way right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
And a lot of people come and they're like, oh yeah, we had our first date here like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and they've been married ever since. Like,
That's so cute.
Yeah. A lot of people I've met there, I think.
Well, if anyone has a Kobe story, let us know because I'm so curious. What's one word to describe the Kobe experience?
Fun.
So true.
Yeah, fun.
It is really fun, and it was so fun,
Yeah.
and it was really a great experience in getting to know the chef, and we learned a lot about his backstory and his life, and I just thought that was like so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Dylan, is there anything that I didn't ask you that you wish that I had, or do you have like a 30-second elevator pitch of why people should come to your restaurant?
I think you did a great job. I think you asked everything, but I think the reason that you should come to Kobe is first and foremost for the really good food. The food is amazing. It's very simple but so tasty. And yeah, you can connect with people. You can make new friends. You can maybe have a relationship with a chef that will last 20 years that you can bring your future kids to, have your dates there. So I think just come and see why Kobe is so successful, because we're family owned, we're family vibe. Come experience that. I think that's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Where can the people find Kobe online and in person?
So in person, 1042 Alberni Street. And then online, our Instagram is Kobe Vancouver. And yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening to Hey Downtown Van. We really hope you enjoyed today's episode with Dylan Bruser. If you'd like to learn more about our organization and all that we do, you can visit our website, dtvan.ca, or follow along with the podcast at Hey Downtown Van.